breaks down a nice run right there.
First down, Washington.
Man. Get it. Hey,
here's Daniels.
Out
to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Ready, go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
Daniels pass.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
46-yard line.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Marks now on first and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
He's taken down at the
33. Here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. Forcing them to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here to add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Commanders' first down.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. The safety blitz stayed to perfection that time as they sack it for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go. Sack.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
Now Daniels. And the Raiders have got it. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Hey, go.
Up the middle, it's Marks. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 25-yard line.
Obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Looking to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. The 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
To throw is Daniels. The kicker here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 36-yard line. Play action, now it's Daniels. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Daniels going to keep it. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Marks. And they break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Throws a larger dream of his defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. The Raiders at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 of enemy territory. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They run straight ahead with Marks. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and break it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Check.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and offenses want win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Daniels looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Washington, 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And down he goes. Brought down for a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Let's go now. Hawk 70.
They go play action. Daniels. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raiders now set to get the football back. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
On the handoff, Marks. And they'll get it on just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
The Raider first down.
They'll set up to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
70 Lions.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Second and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that would get a right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Soon. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom indeed. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Commanders nothing.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Back onto the field now, the Commanders offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing now is Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Washington first down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Feeling like a freak on the leash. Feeling like I'm no release.
60 Eagles, 6 go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning go right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They set up the screen, Marks. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 12 is here. After this weekend, 2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. And here's the Steelers running back. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's Jalen Hurts on target to his big play receiver, Devontae Smith. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Eagles run their mark to 8-3 as they come away with the victory. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions hosting the Chicago Bears. And this is Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. The Lions win their second straight as they get the victory here. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they're going to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Red. 1918. Ready.
Here's Daniels. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's taken down and will slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try to win this one.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league, They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. Good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
27. Commanders, nothing. Cam Whittle to kick off.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to fall back because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of 40 down at the 39.
That's good for Washington.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
11 on the play. 1st down, Commanders.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air goes Daniels. And down he goes. Brought down on Raider sack. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Marks to start the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. gun now on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. Off the RPO, he completes it. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, or right up the middle here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. That's going to bring up the third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find it. They cooked it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 17 yards. And a Washington first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in a yard.
It's a gain
From the 41, this is second and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep him here off the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Daniels looking to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line for 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
3-yard line.
Now Daniels. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
The kick
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now down to 20.
Commanders 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Go! 70 Lions! Go!
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
41-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
The coverage by Jaquan.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick in the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
A.J. Cole in punt formation.
Cole now on the punt, and he sends this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
Check.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. Big yardage there on the straight line. Gets him a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new at work there. To throw is Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Daniels going to keep it. Good coverage downfield, led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Yards on the play. That's another Washington first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Washington first
Back to
down.
throw. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Isaiah Likely, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now a hit on the struggle. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The gain of second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
And they go play action. Daniels. And he's going to go Daniels. Safe around the 17.
Loss of 6 yards.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On the give, here's Marks. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that's nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
In punt formation for the Raiders.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. 6-yard return after a punt by 48. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing now is Daniels. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Under pressure, they got him again.
A loss of 8 yards.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He sets the fire deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert it, and they turn it over. So for the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Marks. Well, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
1st down.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. And his kick is right there. It's good.
Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nice little juke.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Newberry.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
2nd down and inches. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's good.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Number 35. The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Washington with the football.
It's a 2-score game in the 4th quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs a football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had it.
It's a win here for the Raiders, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.